stuff up about me, then they're going to tell you, no one's not making stuff about you. We got evidence. This guy's emailing us stuff at the end of the day. And especially, he's emailing you impersonating a priest. Oh, I got another one sending about you impersonating a priest. I'm going to send them a nice, full, detailed email of your account and basically explaining that you are impersonating and basically rip people. And these are the agencies we contacted to file reports against you. That is considered to be a criminal act. It's also a violation of your benefits. It means you were collecting money at the end of the day. And not only were you collecting money, you were stealing from people claiming you as a minister. You had better have your documents. You don't have your documents. Well, for those you don't know, he doesn't have any documents. He's not a minister. I bet you $100 that you're walking around with a fake clergy ID and you're probably using it and trying to make people believe that you're a minister so that way you can get discounts. So they get discounts. You know that, right? I guarantee you're doing that. Because you got that word minister plastered everywhere. And we noticed something too, Mr. Williams. If you weren't guilty of what we told you what you were, you wouldn't have removed your Facebook account, which is missing. It's missing. And in that Facebook account shows your face multiple times with links at the bottom requesting and begging people for money. Which is too late because we duplicated your account and they have a copy of your account right now. We had a copy of your account since last month. But we're going to make a detail. I want to make a detailed email with all the information, with the emails that you contacted our company claiming to be a minister, on YouTube claiming to be a minister, on Facebook claiming to be a minister, letters we received from here, you claiming a minister. If you notice, if you look at the letters, none of them say minister on it because you've removed it. He already knows he's in trouble for that. But I want their lawyer to get a really good, crystal clear, detailed information of who you are. Oh, by the way, Mr. Williams, remember that time you contacted me in the garage and you were screaming and yelling? I got a recording of it. They had that too also. We also have your voice. Of course, you're talking over YouTube. But we have you making contact with the garage and carrying on and acting up. See how everything has come back to bite you in the face? That's why you have to be careful with the things you do. The very things you can say and do can convict you. I would say have a nice life, but eventually you're not going to have one. I can tell you one thing, you're going back. And you already know what I mean by that. Since we did your background check. Speak about this anymore, it's because I'm constantly sending information to your building. And that's what I'm going to be doing for the next couple of days. I'm going to stack so much information over to them, Baltimore Police, and every agency we can get our hands on, to compile enough information to make sure you don't never see the light of day again. I am going to push to make sure you don't never see the light of day again. Eviction is not your worst problem. Spending the rest of your life behind bars will be. And those letters, they came just in time. So just so you know, same thing you sent here, they have it now. Including 2 additional letters we sent to their front desk. And in the front desk, I said I had an accent. The front desk, the one you put the glitter inside of, that colored glitter, I sent it to them. To let them know that you've been putting stuff in letters and sending it to us. Which is also another serious charge. It's considered to be terroristic threats. Does it make a difference? If you put baby powder, anything into a letter that's not supposed to be there and you send it, it's considered to be a terrorist act. There you go. See? Especially to a person that you didn't get consent to send it to. And it goes to your building management, direct contact at their desk. I have an email, personal email from one of the members over there that I can send anything we have, any problems we have directly to them. So you better pray that you didn't send something through and right now you can't retract it. Till then, if you think I'm bluffing, go have a conversation with them. Let them know that Kenneth Byrd sent you. They know who I am. They have all my information. They can reach me out. They can contact me anytime they want. All right, then. What's that thing called? Mess around and find out? You're in trouble because you did dumb stuff. That's what you did. That's why you're in trouble. You're getting removed out of your building because you did dumb stuff. You got blessings, and you took your blessings, and you threw them on the ground, and you trampled all over them. That's what you did. I'm doing what any citizen is supposed to do. Someone attacks you, someone comes at your family, whatever, you take it to court, you sue them, you prosecute, you do it by the law. That's what I'm doing. Now, if I'm on here talking about, yeah, we're locking and loading, we're going to be down there about a half an hour to flatten this guy out, that would be wrong. That's doing the devil's work. What comes out of that for me? What comes out of that for me is me getting locked up, going to jail, losing everything that I work for. That's what comes out of it for me if I do it that way. I did this God's way. I went and contacted the proper people. You gave me all the information I needed from you because you sent everything over to us. And then from there, I contacted and found out your building. I wouldn't have found out your building if your address wasn't sitting on top of it, but your address was sitting on top of it, because you thought at the end of the day, and the devil told you, oh, just put your address there. And he'll never figure out what building you're in, what apartment you're in. No, dumb. Guess what? We can figure out what building you're in. We contact management. Now, even if management doesn't give us the information, we can get a lawyer and subpoena them and get that information out of them if we want to. We let them handle it. This could have went 8 ways from Sunday for them. We could have filed a lawsuit against the building. A lot of things could have went wrong. If we file a lawsuit against your building, you know what this does at the end of the day? It hurts other people. Now, it hurts them. It makes it harder for other people to get in. It makes them where they make applications much more harder for other people to get in because of your problem, what you did in that building. Because they're going to get sued, and this will take a lot of money out of them. So you know they're going to take that on? They're going to take that on the next Joe that wants to get in there. The next family wants to get in there. The reason why we have these in place because somebody came in here and they did some dirty stuff and we got sued. You can sit there and say at the end of the day, oh, well, he's doing. No, I'm not doing the devil's work. I'm doing God's work because Lord, you got it mixed up, especially coming from a person who's ripping off and stealing from God. You are the last person to be talking about God. I'm doing it God's way, which means go to court, get a lawyer, go through the proper channels, and your butt's going to jail. That's where you're going. Your butt's going to jail because not because someone's doing something wrong against you, because you did something wrong. I swear, learn to accept your mistakes. That's why I said you guys are kids. You will blame everybody else except for yourselves at the end of the day. Well, don't worry. That person, that denial, that nonsense, you'll be trapped with that person for as long as it takes you to get out of that system. You got all day to spend with yourself. The next couple of years you have. So you're going to go there. That's it. That's the end of it. Mr. Williams, you can complain and cry. Go ahead and complain on your channel. Do anything on your channel. I'll send it right back to your building. Everything that's on your channel is being pumped pipeline right back to your building. Everything. Anything that comes here goes to the front desk. It goes straight to them. Before we send it out there, all the different agencies, we take pictures and send everything out. It goes right back. I got everything to send it right back to them. So they're going to get all your letters right back. And guess who gets them? Not just them, the lawyer that's prosecuting, that's getting ready to hand you an eviction notice to get you out of the building. Because that's where the evidence is going. You got it. See, that's the thing about it. You think it's just going to them. No, it's not going to them. The evidence is going to the lawyer. The lawyer represents that building to get you out of the building because you broke the lease. And you ain't got no one to blame but yourself for that one. So if you don't believe me, you go over there and you have a conversation with them. You can mention my name. I don't care. So there's a guy by the name of Kenneth Byrd in Allentown. And he said that he came over and he says, I'm being removed. Ask him. And they'll say, yeah. They're going to tell you from the door. You're going to be removed from the building. I'm going to send them over some letters too. Actually, we got 2 on the way. I got another 2 more I'm going to send to them. So they'll have your evidence in their hand with their address of their building sitting on top of it. With your fingerprints on the inside showing it came directly from you. You can sit there and say, Mr. Williams, all day long that, oh, somebody else sent them. Somebody else used my address. The problem is your fingerprints on the inside of each one of them. And they're good. They're usable. Nobody lift them. That's how we're able to do a background check on you and find out some things about you. So you're going back. We should be in contact with you shortly. I still have more emails to send over to your building. And once we contact these agencies, now I know exactly what charges you will be filing for under what you've just done. I'll make sure they'll have every document they need for their lawyer to begin the process of basically removing you out of the building. We've been told directly, got a direct contact line through them to reach directly to them. Not that number that you get or what they call the email that you get that piles up. No, directly to them. We can handle this. Because the last thing I want to do is file a lawsuit. They don't want it. I'm pretty sure they don't want it at all, period. And since they've been very nice and they've been working with us, it's not even necessary. We're going to get this taken care of. We're going to get you out of that unit, and hopefully we get somebody in there that's deserving. And that's going to be a blessing for somebody else. You don't understand that. Somebody right now could be praying to get into that place where he's at right now. And their blessing's about to come true because he's on his way out. You had that opportunity. It was given to you. You didn't do nothing with it. I told you what I would have done. At the end of the day, I told you I would have done. I'd basically would have flipped that spot. No time at all. I'd have me a nice little YouTube channel. Had a little job on the side, making a little money here and there. Legit. Not that dumb nonsense you do. Yeah, I'd have flipped that real nicely, man. You're right there in Baltimore. And at that, you're on the west side. So again, I got friends in Baltimore, by the way, Mr. Williams. You probably passed them. They know who you are, by the way. They definitely know who you are. They'll go to your YouTube channel. They know who you are. But as I said before, that you could have done something productive with that.